Damn, this feels weird.
What's good, everybody? Tom here. I haven't made a video in a couple, I would say a year or two now. This kind of does feel weird sitting in front of a camera just because I haven't done it in a while. Yeah, I was watching over my, videos that I used to make when I was 14. I was actually kind of watching them, and despite the cringe and despite looking at it being like, what was I doing? Like, I was really impressed by it. I really wanted to kind of get back and start making videos for some reason. I originally stopped this YouTube channel in order to focus on other things and other aspects in my life. Because it started to become more of a, oh, I gotta pick up the camera and make a video or else, the channel's gonna fall off. But I do regret it in a sense, because I saw kind of the past year and a half of my life as some of the most interesting experiences that I've had, and there's a sense of regret for me that I wasn't able to film those moments or those experiences that I had. So yeah, the main thing was I quit YouTube so I could focus on other things and kind of other creative paths, and one of those was actually starting my own brand. When I turned 14, I really wanted to, start creating my own clothes, because at the end of the day and in the future, I do want to be a designer, and I do want to be able to create collections, and I've always had a passion for, I started with sneakers, I love streetwear, and then it kind of, in the past couple of years, has gone into more high end, and I've kind of wanted to expand my understanding of the industry and how the industry kind of works. I started my own streetwear brand called Hidden Hundreds, something that I'm very proud of, because it took a lot of guts to go into it. For a 14-year-old, I think a lot of stress of having to deal with something like finances that a 14-year-old shouldn't have to even think about. Having a brand, there's a lot of investment. I've learned so much along the way of, interacting with factories. I've went and met people that are making my clothes. I learned how to come in contact with factories. I learned more about the process of the production of clothes and all the steps, and the long times it takes to get to your final product and releasing it. Basic things: how to write emails, how to approach people for PR, how to listen to heads in the industry and kind of apply that to my own designs. The business side of fashion that not a lot of people know about, but how to connect with your consumer and kind of go to the market pool. All that stuff that's really interesting, and I find it super interesting, that I just kind of want to put out here on YouTube. I'm going through making my design on my computer and hand sketching, all the way to choosing fabrics, and to really going into the actual factory, seeing it manufactured, and just having a whole view of kind of how the production for just one product goes. Through Hidden Hundreds, it was kind of just in streetwear, based on the idea of having a hustle and learning and expanding knowledge, just kind of off the needs of me wanting to become a designer and wanting to be in that industry and trying to understand how to work with people. So I released my first collection on the fall-winter of 2018, which released at the back end of summer in time for fall and winter, of course. I released one jumper in order to be kind of something that I could sell to financially upstart my brand. I definitely learned a lot of things. I think I ordered on my first time way too much, expecting that I was gonna have enough customers through Instagram to buy, all these clothes, but at the end of the day, I only broke even, which is no shortage. That's great. I've learned a lot of things that I feel like I could share with you as my audience. If you guys are wanting to start a brand, or if you guys are wanting to learn how to make clothes and just see the process of that, I'm learning things along the way. People are always asking how I started my own brand and how I went into this and what I've learned, in a sense, and I feel like for me, I just want to document that. So I kind of went off track there, but I released my first collection last year for fall winter 2018. I shot a whole lookbook with local photographers in Hong Kong, and shooting a lookbook that I felt really replicated kind of the inspiration that I had into creating that one piece. And through that, I was able to market on Instagram and do promotions through Instagram pages and just kind of get the awareness of the brand out there. Currently, we have finished production of our second collection, which is 3 t-shirts and 2 basketball shorts, and that's for spring summer 2019, in which is probably going to be released hopefully around July time. I'm about to shoot the lookbook soon, so it's definitely something that I will be documenting. I know that might seem like a small amount of pieces for a collection, but I am a young designer, and it's kind of like you got to start somewhere. I started with one piece. Just there has to be progression, and a lot of factors go into that financially, and you can't just come out with a 50-piece collection with the likes of the high luxury fashion brands without a lot of money, which to be honest I do not have. But it was a real blessing to be able to start my own brand and just learn a lot of these things. And I have a lot of new projects coming simultaneously with Hidden Hundreds. A lot of projects for Hidden Hundreds that I'm really excited about coming within the next year or so, and just kind of expanding that brand into something bigger, creating a bigger portfolio for myself as a young designer in which I can showcase on a kind of a namesake brand, more high-end luxury that I'm kind of more passionate about, in a sense, for me, like evolving as a designer from streetwear into kind of more higher end stuff. So through that next project, if you see behind me, there's actually some stuff, and if you peep my Instagram, Tom Walsh namesake brand, and a design studio really in which I can just kind of be creative and let my mind go and just put all this effort into these designs. I'm currently working with a factory in LA that's creating some samples for me right now for the first delivery, and I'm really excited about that. Definitely a more lengthy process, and you go through more details, but it's something that I really enjoy and I'm really passionate about. So just to kind of round the video up, I'm gonna say that I'm coming back to YouTube really, just to film this process. And for my plan for this channel is to have it as an outlet to showcase my journey as a young designer and learning new things, and just kind of the processes I go through, and the events and milestones I get to. I'm learning stuff I can just kind of show you guys, and I definitely get a lot of questions. That's one thing a lot that people ask me when I first started Hidden Hundreds is like, this is crazy, like how did you start your own brand, like why did you think to do this? And I can't say the best right here right now because it's a very broad range of like ideas and reasons why, but it's definitely a place where I can showcase and kind of just like express what I'm thinking at the time, and where I'm at as a designer. I just feel like it'd be such a cool thing to look at when I'm older, where I hope to be in the future is when I look back on this and I'll be like, yo, that was dope. I'm definitely gonna be doing all that fashion manufacturing, processes of creating your own brand, and all the business side of fashion and all the stuff that I didn't know about a year or two ago. I'll also be doing the same like fashion stuff that I did, so stuff that I bought like with my sneakers or with other kind of clothes that I have, streetwear, high-end stuff. All that stuff that I kind of feel applies to my like design lifestyle, because just kind of having an outlet to express all those aspects. I think the next 2 years or so, next couple of years is going to be really, really creative for me, and it's gonna be really interesting, and I'd love for you guys to stay tuned and watch. And I feel like if I can learn something, and if I can give it to other people as well, there's only good things that can come out of it. So I hope this journey is gonna be good. I hope you guys stay tuned, and yeah, thank you guys for watching. God bless.